Hey, this is Rich. Welcome back. I just completed my 38th week on Wegovy. I took my 39th shot, several minutes ago, not just a few minutes ago, before I left the house. So far, so good. Yeah, I think I told you that I raised my dosage from 0.25 to 0.5. Well, it's was a tough week, and it was because I was doing other things. I was taking care of my mom, and had to. I wanted to make sure that we had good meals and that I was proving that I was the better child. And so we had spaghetti and pizza and buffalo wings, homemade buffalo wings. And then she has candy everywhere in her house. So it was a tough week, and I don't think it was anything related to whether the dosage worked or not. I was just eating a lot, and I talked a little bit earlier about pretty early in the channel. I talked about cutting out soda, and I had seen a doctor talk about soda being bad for you if you're trying to do weight loss. And the sugary soda makes sense, right? You say, well, but you're putting so many empty calories in. But the artificial soda actually causes problems too. And his argument was that you are convincing your body that you're getting an influx of sugar. It causes a lot of things to happen, even though you're not, because it's diet soda. So he said it was having similar effects, even though the drink itself wasn't adding calories. It's causing you to be hungry, causing you to want to eat more and things like that. So I was thinking about it, and around Thanksgiving time, maybe Black Friday, I got a SodaStream. Great machine. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I've been drinking a lot of non-sugary soda, and that seems to be about the time that I was having more trouble. So I'm going to stop that and see how that goes. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we've got to try something. And the other thing is I was thinking about that. I really don't exercise. I've said a couple times in the past that I'm going to start exercising this week, and then I don't. So I'm going to make a plan to devise a strategy to evaluate a potential exercise program. How's that? Instead of saying I'm going to exercise and not, I'll just say I'm going to study it some more. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I've shown you. Let me just flip the camera around here. So I am at the same park that I was at last time, only I'm at a different location of the park. In Minnesota, we have huge parks, and it's a lake in the far foreground there, and they have big places to enjoy yourself, some open spaces, lots of picnic tables. And if I get over the hill a little bit, you'll see that there's a beach. There's no lifeguard on duty today, so I guess nobody's going to swim today. But if there was, you better believe there'd be some kids saying they want to swim. And just a shout out to my cousins. I think they all remember when I was a little kid that my sister and I think we were all of 6. We were at their house for Easter, and they had a pool. And so we were thinking, we're going to go swimming. And their pool had ice floating in it, right? It was barely not frozen. And we went swimming with blocks of ice. So that's what kids in Minnesota do. So beautiful day. I think I'll go take a seat here and talk some more. Let me go ahead and flip this around. Anyhow, I have a question for you. What do Winnie the Pooh and Alexander the Great have in common? What do Winnie the Pooh and Alexander the Great have in common? They have the same middle name. You would think being out in the fresh air and the sunshine that the jokes would be better, but you would be wrong. How about this one? When I was taking care of my mom this week, I made a comment that, hey, you know, we didn't usually pray before eating dinner. How come? And she said, because she was a good cook. No. All right. You didn't come here to hear me tell jokes. You came to see how I did this week. It was a tough week, and it was all pretty much intentional. I was eating much more and better, and I was actually at my mom's house, and so there was candy around. I was eating a lot of candy. So, you know, last week I had lost 3 pounds, and I said, "Ooh, I'm back on track." Well, guess what? I gained 4 pounds. So now I'm down a total of only 85 pounds. Well, it's 85 pounds. Really trying not to give it back. I'm not giving it back. We'll see you next week.